What's going on, everybody? This is Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real it's real. Thanks for joining me on this segment. And this is just going to be a real quick update on what's going on with me in regards to real estate. So, as you guys know, I became a realtor, um, not only a real estate agent, but a realtor. Apparently, there is a difference, and it's not just a difference of about $600-700. It's actually a whole code of ethics involved, and this is a copy of the code of ethics. It says Code of Ethics and Standards of Practice of the National Association of Realtors, effective January 1st, 2022. So this here has about 17 articles and a preamble. And, it talks about the standards and the ethics of a realtor, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable in certain given situations. When you become a realtor, not only do you have to pay your national association fees and your local association fees and your state association fees, um, but you take an oath. Basically, your oath basically states that you're going to protect the public to the best of your abilities. You're going to be an honest actor. When you're a realtor, act you have to go above and beyond. Basically, you're not just held by the standards of law, you're held by the standards of ethics, from this, saying. So what's one of the things? Let's see. Let's just say, let's take a look at standards of practice 1-1. When acting as principals in a real estate transaction, remain obligated by the duties imposed by the code of ethics. So, when acting as principals in a real estate transaction, when you're acting as um, a person who's buying real estate or selling real estate, you're still obligated to abide by the duties and responsibilities imposed by the code of ethics, which is this. Uh, Standards of Practice 1-2. The duties imposed by the Code of Ethics encompasses all real estate related activities and transactions, whether conducted in person, electronically, or through any other means. Meaning we are to abide by this, whether in person, electronically, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're still supposed to uphold the values of the Code of Ethics of the National Association of Realtors. So basically, what it all really boils down to is when you become a realtor, you take the extra step to be a real estate professional. You take an oath, you pay more money to your associations, you're a part of the community, not only your inner community, your city community, but you're a part of the community of realtors. I went to a new agent orientation for the PSAR, which is the Pacific Southwest Association of Realtors. I did a video about that earlier. You guys can check it out. And the meeting was at times a little boring. Sometimes, they go over certain situations. They take time for questions. They go over the code of ethics. They go over some of the National Association website and some of the plugins and systems that we have available to us when we sign up. Because when you sign up as a realtor, they give you all kind of apps and free programs that you can use to expand your business, to get business, to start farming, start prospecting, stuff like that. So there are a lot of perks in regards to becoming a realtor versus a real estate agent. So again, a realtor, you pay the extra fees, you abide by the code of ethics and standards of practice, you take an oath, you have to go to these meetings, these new agent orientations, or they'll basically take away your membership. When I signed up for the local association, which is the Pacific Southwest Association of Realtors, I automatically signed up with the National Association of Realtors, as well as the California Association of Realtors. I know it's a lot. It's a lot of information, a lot of big words. It gets really tedious at times. A lot of reading, but this is my career choice. This is what I want. Honestly, this is the stuff you got to go through just to get to the gold at the end. Just to get to the rainbow and the gold at the end of the rainbow. This is what you got to go through, folks. Anything that's worth having is worth working hard for. So I'm working hard, folks. So I've been attending my meetings. I've been going to new agent orientations. I've been to more Zoom calls. Excuse me. It's a little hot in my room. I don't have a fan or anything on. It's the hottest day of the week too. But I've been to more Zoom meetings and more Zoom calls this year than I've ever been. I've never used Zoom more than I have this year. becoming a realtor. It's incredible. But these coaching calls that I'm on, they're very helpful. Sometimes they can be a little slow as far as information. Other times it's a lot of information. There's a lot of different Zoom calls you can take. Again, I'm with Keller Williams, so they offer a lot of training, a lot of Zoom calls, a lot of in-person training as well. You know, more Zoom than anything, but they do have in-person training at certain times as well. Usually every day they have scripts practice, so you can practice your scripts. One day out of the week, I think they have contracts. So there's a lot of training. I'm loving it so far. A lot of reading, a lot of systems to get plugged into. You know, the Keller Williams system. They got a whole nother system called Command. Plugging in, remembering all my emails and passwords and usernames to the National Association, the California Association, all these associations. It's a lot, folks. It's a lot to remember. I'm working on it every single day. I'm binge watching my videos. I'm still learning.